Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Cairo Santos set to kick off. It's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Taken in the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Russell Wilson leads out the Seattle Seahawks offense. The veteran Wilson, a third-round pick back in 2012.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He finds an opening past the 40. Through an opening, and there he goes. And finally taken down at the 15. A big play there on the first play of the game. And even 60 yards for him on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Here's Carson. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Chris Carson.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, it's Wilson. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
At the 49ers 3-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. The pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Here's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Complete to Will Dissly.
Will Dissly, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. That was a big throw right there on 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on 3rd and goal. Because really, 2nd down, 2nd and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. 3rd down, you're usually sure they're probably going to pass it. Even more impressive that they got it done. And on the opening drive of the game.
So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. And they'll be led out by their mobile quarterback, standing 6'4". It's Colin Kaepernick.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. These two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember Week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
36-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
49er.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
On the stop.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Raheem Mostert, the ball carrier.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 34. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick taking a shot for Samuel. And this is caught inside the 5.
That's good for a 49er.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running.
And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Kick is good.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Chris Carson trotting back out there. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. These two teams all tied after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 1st down and then some. Give them 29 yards.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
This is Carson. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
It's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first. First down. Again, Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
Complete to DK Metcalf.
Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. A lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Cordero Patterson on the return. The Niners take over first and 10.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
They imposed their will on that last drive. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a Mostert hit, and he drops the ball. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
It's a gain of 7.
They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. They run it with Carson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Ball carrier.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 17, Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
At their own 25-yard line.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. On second down, Mostert. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the 49ers are back within a score. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Out comes Chris Carson in the Seattle offense. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense.
And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, Wilson. A pass underneath for Carson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more on that one and another first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And goal.
And his kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
their own 26.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Chris Carson trotting back out there. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Good call, baby. Hey, man, let's play our game.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Out of bounds.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 1st down, Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carson. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6.
27.
So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But it's going to be second down. A final shot before half for Kaepernick. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. We now proceed to the start of the second half. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 20.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Jordan Brooks on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Mostert. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. And they're going to speed things up here. On third down, here comes Mostert. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now a first down carry by Bell. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Again, it's Bell. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 38. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mostert. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 25.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That's good.
And the 49ers are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. They'll run with Mostert, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. And Charles, the 2nd time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there's that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing again on second down. Wilson, he'll find his man. That's Freddie Swain. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Seahawks.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. This pass complete to Higgins. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
19 yards.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam! Puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so they can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Now the second down throw on target. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Is third.
From the gun, Wilson. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 20.
Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
Second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On second down, it's Carson. He will push his way down to about the 14. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. This is caught. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal, Seattle.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signified.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
On the carry.
Chris Carson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
The tackle made by Jordan Brooks. A gain of 2.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. The Niners will go for it. It's Kaepernick. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Javon Kinlaw able to record his 5th sack of the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You talk about some terrific athletes. We're trying to put him on the ground.
And on third down, Wilson under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
On first and 10, here's Kaepernick. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
At the 36-yard line.
On first down, Kaepernick. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10.
Hey, 91.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Third down here. Here's Mostert. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's
Kaepernick to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
51-yard line.
They run again with Carson. And hang on here because the running back, Chris Carson, yet to get up after that play. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off on a safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
This is Mostert. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Number 31.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Mostert. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now. And boy, he is very close to a first down. But from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll try it now with Mostert. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He's got the hat trick. Those Abe Lincoln heads.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
And it's up and good. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll run it again here with Davis. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Seahawks.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the Niners' 34.
Now Davis. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Again, it's Davis. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. A first down carry for Davis. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
In any yardage game, there's really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
Today's final score.
Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was